the hell happened this summer? Hey folks, just doing a change of pace scenery. It's probably not better. But yeah, let me go over here. Two things. Hangouts and Patreon. Okay, with Hangouts, I set up the next Artcasters Hangout and Studio Synergy Hangout. Artcaster is Chat 3, Studio Synergy is 7. I posted on my Facebook, I posted on G+. Essentially, if you go into the event page of either and mark yes to watching, that's how you'll be invited. Anybody who wants to get in, go there and do that right away. Sooner the better. And before I officially start the broadcast, I'll make sure everybody on that list is invited to be in the Hangout. If there's a better way, I'll figure it out down the line, but I think essentially that's the best solution I could come up with. I researched it, and it seems like everybody else is confused. Okay, so yeah, both events are set up. Both are happening Sunday, one in the morning, one mid-afternoon, and I hope to get a different bunch of people into the Hangouts and chat about, art and business end of it and whatever is on your mind, challenges you're facing, and so forth. These have been really good, and lots of people seem to like them. A lot more people want to get involved, so that's why these are entirely different hours. So hopefully I didn't screw myself and nobody's going to show up. Because then I'll be talking to myself, and you know how well this works out. And then the other thing I wanted to mention was Patreon. The issues I've been talking about have been hopefully worked out. We'll see. I was in touch with, I sent messages to Patreon. Apparently they take a couple days to get back to you, but they did email me back and said, hey, go check out the facts section, which wasn't really useful, but appreciate the email right away. So what I did is essentially, I spent most of today figuring it out, and eventually I contacted everybody on my list, my Patreons, and saw that most of them had a cap, and a few didn't, so I contacted everybody, and everybody's okay with me moving on, and just I pushed for payment and blah 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 blah. It should all be worked out. It may take a couple days to effectively work out, but I just want to mention that it's late again and I'm zoning. That be very careful how you make your creations on Patreon. I figured out the problem that I was doing, that I was making almost every creation post I made was a paid for post, and I thought, previously I didn't do it wrong, but this time around I screwed up. I thought since I on the page it says Peter Palmiotti does blah 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 blah, all the different things I do monthly, and I thought that was setting it up so that people would pay out to me only once. But it really depends on more of the creations you make and what you stamp as paid and what you stamp as free. So if I plan to do 100 uploads, I just have to make sure that one of them is paid, which I don't know. It seems like ridiculous, but it's a bizarre site, and I made a new mistake, and luckily I didn't have 800 patrons, because that would have been a real bitch. So I've corrected all that, and I won't make this mistake ever again. By the way, if you're interested in being my patron and not getting charged 300 times the amount you pledged, do so with the link below. I also will put the links to the 2 different Hangouts and their times. Everything is Eastern Time Zone. I think the event page boots up as your time zone, but just to make sure, one is the morning for me, one is the afternoon on Eastern Time. What else? Well, I put in 30 minutes today on the comic promotional stuff. I hope to spend more time on that tomorrow. Today was a lot of messing about and correcting my mistake, which is valuable. It's good to really just, those supporting you, it's good to be good to them and to communicate with them when problems arise. That's it. I'm gonna post this up and call it a night. So I'll see you again tomorrow, and I promise that either over the weekend or beginning of next week we'll start rolling on some good content. Last thing, I was going to talk about Jim Stranko today, but I'll save that for a whole episode tomorrow. Somebody I know went to a convention and spoke about social networking and brought up my name, and there's not that much more to it than that, but I want to make a whole discussion about it. Jim Stranko, really, legend. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.